nice scope for Recon. Spotting scope. This will automatically spot enemies that are in your view as you're aiming and you're looking through the scope. If there's enemies in that you can see, it will spot them on the map for your entire team. So that can definitely be useful if you're a sniper. Now, I should say, I want to say you have to hit select also to do that, but I've had it happen to me both ways, where they just spot. I've had enemies spot by themselves, just by themselves, just looking through the scope and not even hitting select. But then there's other enemies that won't light up, and so I think there's still some issues with spotting yet. I don't really know. All kits. Now, you can usually choose one of these here for like your first specialization. Why do I want to say specification? Specialization. This is lightweight combat equipment. This basically makes you run faster. I will use that a lot of the time if I'm playing with a shotgun character, like a sniper and with a shotgun. I will use that a lot. Ammo hip. This gives you more ammo. I usually don't take this one myself. It depends on what gun I'm using, what class I'm using, what the situation is. I think the only time I ever really used it was for when I was playing with the VSS, that automatic machine sniper rifle gun. That's, I think, the only time I ever really used that. Grenade vest. This is one that will allow you to carry more grenades and more grenades for your grenade launcher under your assault rifle. I don't use this one too much either, because when I'm assault, I figure I can get more use out of other specializations, and I have an ammo pack, so I just throw out my ammo pack and just reload that way. I think it's kind of a waste to do that, really. Ceramic body armor. This gives you more protection against gunfire. A lot of people use this, but I really don't. I like my other specializations better. Besides, if you get shot in the head, this ain't going to help you at all. So, Magnum ammunition. I do use this one a lot with most of my guns. I don't know, with everybody that has everything unlocked now, it was different when the game first came out and nobody really had anything. And then once people started getting everything unlocked, you're getting killed left and right. So it was either that or the armor, but I usually use that. Improved demolitions. You probably want this most of the time if you are carrying C4, if you plan on using it a lot, or if you're engineer. I'll use this one a lot when I'm an engineer to get more damage on vehicles with the rocket launchers and that kind of stuff. Anti-tank mines too. So that's helpful there. Explosive leg pouch. I use this one an awful lot. This one will allow me to carry twice the amount of rockets, C4, anti-tank mines. It allows you to carry double of all of that. So instead of 3 rockets, you get 6 rockets. So engineer, I usually use that one a lot too. And of course, these two here, you only are going to have the option to pick these if you're using a shotgun. 12 gauge slugs. So this replaces the pellets to slugs. It will give you a longer range to shoot, but it's going to be less accurate. So you could probably use that and then use like the Magnum here ammunition to counteract that. I know a lot of people do that. So, and the other one here is extended shotgun magazine. So if you have let's say, automatic shotgun that only holds 4 shots before you got to reload, this will, I think, double it. I'm not sure. I think it does double it, so you'd have 8 instead of 4. Maybe only half, maybe 6. All I know is it extends it. So a lot of people use this also, which can be good. And the rest here, last 7 here, are for vehicles only. So what you have here is improved warheads. This will cause more damage from the cannon of tanks. If you're in the Bradley, the main cannon there. So it all depends. Armor upgrade. This will give more, basically take more damage. Now what you can do is, like if, say, example, you're in a tank, if you're the driver of the tank, you may want to use like the warheads or the alternative fire or one of these others, and then your gunner, if you're in a squad, you're with a friend, have your friend use the armor, and that will actually apply to the tank. But so you can kind of like double up, kind of. So you can have, basically, you have that, your friend have that, and they'll both apply. But let's say, example, you're in a Bradley that holds 4 people, I think. You can't have your main guy have that, and the other four people have the armor, and then expect that to stack 4 times. It doesn't work that way. It's only one time, that's it. Everybody else is null and void. So, sorry, you can't stack that. This is basically like the sensor mines that you see for the snipers. Think of it that way. It gives you a range around your vehicle, and will let you know if there's an enemy nearby. So that's definitely helpful if you want to try to stay away from snipers that are trying to C4 your tank, your Bradley, your Jeep, whatever you have, Humvee. Quicker reload package. It can be better on some vehicles than others. I noticed it really isn't that huge of a difference on tanks, but on the Bradley, it is a big difference. So it's something to play around with and kind of figure out, when you really want to use something like this. So, not too bad. The smoke cannons here, I never really use it. I find the other stuff much more useful for me. Some other people use it. It works great for them, fine. Again, it's a preference thing. All of these things to choose from are completely, whatever works for you. High power optics. This basically is like having a scope on your vehicle. You can zoom in. If you've played the single player, that part in the tanks where you hit R2, or I think it's right trigger for Xbox, and you actually zoom in with your tank as you're going through there. That's what this is. Otherwise, you normally don't have that on your tank. So, and the alt fire. A lot of people use this. You will use this if you're planning on doing the UAV, because it gives you a machine gun on the UAV, which a lot of people use. The tank, it gives you a secondary machine gun on that, so you're basically going to have like 2 machine guns if you have a friend with you that's on the main machine gun of the tank. The Bradley, the alternate fire, is a rocket launcher, kind of like a portable tow with you. I don't really know what was that other vehicle. I really don't know what the alt fire is. I think it's a rocket 2 on the portable anti-air vehicles. But so yeah, it can be big help. It depends on, you got to kind of think ahead of, for me it depends on the mode, the map, mainly, and then of course the situation. So okay, I hope I answered a lot of questions there and showed the gadgets and specializations, everything there. And next up, I think we are going to be doing some vehicles. So, okay, see y'all later.